Christmas, everyone. Hope you can hear me. Please a thumbs up if you can. I see Kagan has joined. Hey, what's up, Kagan? I'll invite you shortly now. And right on the dot, Kagan. Thanks for for being on time. Hi. I mean, there's so many people on the reel. I just don't even know who to start with. But thank you so much, guys, for giving us a bit of your Christmas and Yuletide. But we're good to go. We're fired up. All right. Good. Just thumbs up if you can hear me. If you see my heart. Yippee! That's right. Great. Um, good. So let me see. We're bringing in Kagan. Just give me a second. I'll add Kagan to the mix. Except I'm getting it wrong. Just give me a second. Go live with Kagan Tech. Fantastic. Yippee! There we go.
Hi.
Hey, Kagan, I'm the one wearing your.
Yeah, the hoodie.
Yeah, probably fantastic. Good to have you here, Mr.
Good to see
Kagan.
you again.
Good.
It's been a minute.
Yes, it's been a while. Good to hear. Good to see you and chat with you. It's always exciting for me. I have Shola Adesakin. Please let me look for her and find out where she is. Our finance coach. We're having a double whopper today. Shola, where are you? Please let us know if you join, Shola. And Mannyville team, please just help me look out for her in case she joins. Okay, great. Okay, so let me just do the opening shots, guys. Happy Christmas in arrears, and happy early New Year to you guys. Welcome to the Yuletide edition of the Mannyville Live series. This is episode 12, and here tech is going to meet money. We've come full circle actually. This is 12 episodes, so it's like 12 months in a sense since we've started this. It's been 12 incredible journeys, 12 experiences, and it's been a great time of touching people's lives and talking the talk and walking the talk as well. All right. So those who've just coming for the first time, you guys are in for super wonderful time with lots of giveaways. We have some attachments to the giveaways, but we'll let you know that eventually. And then for those who've always been with us from day one, we want to say thank you. I will be rewarding one loyal audience member, one guy who's been with us every single episode for the last 12 episodes as we come full cycle. All right, so today we are going to inspire you. We're going to empower some people, and most importantly, we're going to have some action. I'd like to always talk about why we're doing the Mannyville Live series. We believe that Africa, and a lot of people say this, but we believe that we can actually lead the digital revolution. But we do need to prepare, and that's why we're doing the Mannyville Live series. We can't talk tech if you don't have devices, if you don't have data, and then if you're not digitally literate. So, guys, this is us going a step further to say rather than talk, let's do some action. And we call it the 3D affair. I don't know if we talked about data, devices, and digital literacy. All right. Whilst doing this, we bring guys like Kagan Tech, like Shola, and so many other great techies who are leading the charge of tech on the continent. Hopefully, we can then inspire those dreamers who want to join, and then empower as well some of the guys who want to start their own journey. So far, we've given out 18 laptops. At the end of this episode, we would have given out 21 laptops. All right. And we are not stopping. I want to say for the first time, this is the first time we're having this, we want to shout out to Land Strength Tech and Montos Tech. These are two guys who have decided to sponsor laptops for you guys. So it's not only Manny this time around. They're two solid guys who are into selling of devices who are supporting us because they love what we're doing. So shout out to Land Strength, shout out to Montos Tech. Today we're actually giving out 3 laptops. Guys, so 3 guys are going to walk out here with devices to start their tech journeys, and I'm so excited about this. Has Shola joined us? Shola, are you in the audience? Are you ready? Guys, keep engaging. Where is Shola? Okay, let me invite her and have now see that she joins us. Cool. Yes, 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 yes. Cool. Let me see if Shola is here. Fantastic. We have Shola Adesakin in the
Hello.
house.
Hi.
Great, great, great to have you. Okay, so we have a full house, Shola. I hope you heard everything we said, but we're just going to go straight into the action. I'm going to read your profiles, and then we can have the conversation, and then just make it light, have a conversation, and talk about Christmas as well. Okay. I'll start with ladies first. Permit me, some of you guys, your profiles are quite intimidating. I've gone through it over over and over again. All right, let me start with Shola, who just joined because she's the lady. In case you do not know, guys, this is also for your benefit. Shola is a financial powerhouse, and you must have seen her everywhere on social media and beyond. She's a wealth strategist and a global advocate for financial empowerment. She is the founder and CEO of Smart Stewards Financial Advisory Limited and Smart Stewards Advisory LLC USA. Those organizations are committed to demystifying finance and helping individuals and business manage and multiply money. She has 2 decades of experience and she has transformed lives in over 40 countries, helping clients go from debt to wealth and financial stress to freedom. She's built an ecosystem focused on financial education, gender equality, and bridging inequalities through technology and financial literacy programs. Now, she's advised government institutions, corporate organizations, and entrepreneurs on financial planning, investments, and wealth creation. She has so many accolades. I'll just mention some of them. She's recognized as one of Nigeria's 100 most inspiring women. She's featured in Yahoo Finance and Forbes, where she's offered insight on financial management. She's a member of the Forbes Coaching Council and Goldman Sachs 10,000 Women Program. She's a mentor with the Tony Lumeli Foundation. My G for life. Shola is also a best-selling author, over 8 books and more in the kitty. Her academic credentials are impressive. BSc and MBA from Oxford Brookes University and Edinburgh Business School. She's a fellow of ICANN, ACCA, CPA, and it goes on and on. But I'll tell you one thing, that Shola's work is deeply aligned with SDG 5 and 10. She's championing gender equality and reduced inequality. She's passionate about breaking financial barriers and creating inclusive opportunities for all. And aside all of this, Shola is a devoted wife. She's a global citizen. She didn't add mother to the profile, but she's an amazing mother, by the way. I know this personally. And even though she operates from Lagos, she's impacting the world. And that goes, I mean, and Kagan has a similar story. You don't have to go abroad to impact the world. You can do it from Lagos or from that neck of the woods that Kagan knows. I can't say. All right, so tonight, Shola is going to be sharing her practical wisdom on building wealth, leveraging fintech, and turning financial dreams into reality. People give it up for Shola Adesakin. All right,
Thank you.
that all of that for Shola because that's amazing. All right, we're great to have you. We're very privileged. I know how much people pay to get you. Guys, it's a free masterclass, and we love your energy and passion. So let's talk about Dr. Kagan. Doctor, the last time he was here, he wasn't doctor. It's a long time ago. Now he's a doctor, and he's a prof in the making. But Dr. Kagan, I'm very careful, is a trailblazing content creator and tech visionary. He has spent over a decade demystifying technology. So you see the link. Two of our guests are demystifying stuff that seems to be complex. And he's empowering audiences with practical tools to navigate the digital age. He's Nigeria's #1 tech content creator. He's built an impressive reputation through engaging reviews, tutorials, and insights across social media platforms. His work simplifies complex topics, making tech accessible, relatable, and exciting for everyone. And he's going to do that as well today. His journey began in 2011, and over the years, he has honed an extensive skill set that spans web design, social media management, crypto trading, and blockchain technology. That one is forever eluding me. I need a private session on that one. Digital content creation and storytelling. This mindset has allowed him to wear many hats while staying ahead of tech trends and maintaining relevance in an ever evolving digital landscape. In 2024, that's just this year, he earned an honorary doctorate in information technology, underscoring his commitment to learning and innovation. Now, aside of that, another thing why I love him, he's a fitness enthusiast, like some of us are hoping to be. And then he merges that with being a food lover. I don't know how that works, but he's a food lover and a fitness enthusiast. Okay, he will explain that. He combines his passion for wellness and culture and his love for technology. He believes in using tech to enhance everyday life, and continues to inspire his loyal followers, whom he calls his best friends. Tonight, he's here to share his insights on how technology is revolutionizing finance and to answer the question, how do we harness tech to secure our financial future? Please give it up for the heavyweight, Dr. Kagan. All right, cool, guys. I needed to get that out of the way, and then we go straight into Christmas. Have a little bit of fun with these two amazing, incredible friends of mine, and hopefully have one or two or three people walk away with tech devices to kickstart their digital journey. I want to do one giveaway for the audience immediately. Please indulge me, Dr. Kagan and Dr. Shola. You're a doctor. I don't know why you're not adding that. All right, all right. Let me do that now. This is just for fun, guys. Get ready on your keypad, as fastest fingers first. We're going to give one more data subscription, but we're going to answer a very interesting question. It's Christmas. I don't know if you guys, how many of you guys remember Home Alone? I don't know if you are old enough when Home Alone played. Home Alone. Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2, Home Alone 3. Now, I need the name of the star actor of Home Alone, his first name and his last name in real life, and his first name and his last name in the movie. Let's see who gets that now. Guys, you can Google. It's about using tech to enhance your life. The first person to come up with it is going to get one more free data subscription. Guys, let's get this going. Okay, cool. This guy was home alone, and some guys tried to rob the house, and he gave them a beating of their lives. And it was a time to remember for them. And he did it once, he did it twice. I'm not saying, okay, someone has said Macaulay
Somebody has
Culkin.
said his name, yes.
Yeah, what about the name in the movie? What was his name?
Yeah.
Okay, so I
My
think that guy has gotten it.
powerhouse. Yes, he has.
Ah,
He
he
has.
has.
He has.
Okay, I am X Leak. How do you pronounce that, guys? I am X Leak. I am X Leak.
I am sleek, I guess. So the
Uh,
S is like an X. Yeah.
okay, yes. So my team has also confirmed that I am X Sleek. I am Sleek. Okay, cool. I'm Sleek. You get the first gift for today. Congratulations. Um, talking about names, and we'll talk about this when we try to do the pitch. But let's just go into the Christmas questions. There's a lot on my mind, you guys, today. Let me do a Christmas question as well, and I'll start first with Shola, and then we'll just move very quickly to to Kagan. Just give me a second. Let me work this out. Questions. All right. Okay. So the we'll do. I'll just tell you what we'll do first of all. We're gonna do quick shots, quick fire. We'll do a Christmas section. We'll do practical session, and then we'll just do some 2, 3, 4 questions. All right. Shola, if you were asked what you want for Christmas, what would it be? Please, not a laptop. Okay.
Why would you say that? Okay.
What
Right.
would-
I'm glad to be here. I don't know why you're saying I shouldn't ask for a laptop, but yes, you're helping me to dream bigger. What do I want for Christmas? A brand
Okay,
new
okay.
Prado Jeep. How about that?
Prado Jeep.
Prado.
Oh my God.
Brand,
Why
Oh,
why
wow.
brand new,
why
yes.
why
Brand
Prado
new.
Jeep?
Terrible.
Terrible.
Cherubah,
That's
like straight from the factory, mint,
you said
everything shining.
that's only 400 million naira, right?
It's not a lot.
It's not a lot.
It's
It's
not a
just
lot.
400. All right, cool. 400 million. We know it's a car. You still are willing to be driving to Ilorin, Kwara State with on road with the Prado Jeep. You don't mind. You
Doesn't
still
matter.
think
I
it's a
can cruise it in Lagos.
yeah. That's true. That's true. Okay, cool. And thanks. Okay, so it's a car. We know that's what you want. And guys, I mean, make your wishes. Santa is listening. By the time Shola gets a Prado Jeep next year, know that it was from here that it happened. She voiced it out here first, right? Okay, cool. All right, so Kagan, Dr. Kagan, what is your best Christmas memory? I know mine. What's your best
Um,
Christmas memory?
my best Christmas memory is actually one I created for myself. It was unwrapping gifts for the first time under the Christmas tree with my family. So I
Oh,
got gifts and then I wrapped it, and then on Christmas Day we go and we open it together. So
okay.
that was nice. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what was one? Okay, so let's not tell you. Let's not ask you what you put in the gifts, but I know it's something expensive, Kagan.
No, actually,
But
no,
let's.
not at all. So it's just, toys for kids,
Okay.
something an adult always wanted, just stuff everyone kind of wanted, you know. Then
Mm,
it's like a reward for a great year. And,
okay.
the people
Okay.
who passed exams and did well in school
Oh,
to get the Xbox they wanted, or the people who,
yeah. There we
things like
go.
that.
Xbox. There we
Yeah.
go. Xbox. Xbox. Okay. Very, very cheap gadget, by the. Uh,
It wasn't for me. I'm just like
I
saying, like
I
other
know what
people.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll ask you one question each for both of you. Same question. If you could be Santa for a day, and I know what some of the things that Kagan and Shola have done as well. But if you could be Santa for a day, let's start obviously with Kagan. What would you do if you could be Santa for a day?
Wow. I would wish everybody world peace if I had the power to do that. I would
Okay,
stop the killings in the Middle East, and I would stop the wars. I would just everybody gets to have peace. That's what I would do.
so peace wins every single time. Yeah,
Yeah.
uh, deep question. I see Shola's network is hanging. Uh, Shola, okay, you would have to run. Shola, can you hear us? You need to reboot. But Keegan, you can see me, right? You still
Yes, I
can.
can see you definitely.
Okay, so Shola is yours. See, this is the reason why people relocate to America, Shola. That's why. It's because of the network. But okay, cool. Let's she'll probably join us again, but we'll go straight ahead with you
Okay.
and tackle some questions, Dr. Kagan. Um, the two questions I had in mind,
Okay.
and let me see if I can just get like and give me let's see if she is. Hmm, okay, so please, Shala, if you join, please just give us a shout out so that we know to add you. Okay, all right. And guys, please put your questions if you have, because I see already some questions are coming in from
People
Kega.
people are making jokes about my network. It's not
I'll tell
it's free Wi-Fi I'm using. As you can see, I'm outside. So there's not even network on my phone. It's just I don't know how it's so good.
Oh, okay. It's
It
like
said
you're in the abroad now.
she's back. Yeah.
Yeah, and Shola has joined.
I'm
Fantastic. Shola, are you?
I'm
Uh
sorry. Tech will get in the way. I forgot that I put a blocker on my Instagram page
Okay.
to sort of block me off after I think 20 minutes. So that's what happened.
oh.
Right.
So it's the
tech
time limit thing.
tech
To avoid
stuff, yes.
using yes, to avoid using social
Right.
media for too long, you have
I
like a
sort of
time
I
limit
sort of
on.
pace myself every
Hmm.
day, and so that
Hmm.
just kicked me out of the.
Why do you do that? I mean, that's the first lesson to learn, guys. I mean, Shola is giving us in. I hope that's not what's happening again, Shola. This one is
No, but it's
this.
a really smart thing to do, especially if you're trying to be super productive. You
Yeah,
don't want to
Kegan.
be stuck doom scrolling and stuff.
Mm, mm. And I think that's the first lesson, honestly. Kegan, do you have this as well? I haven't. I
I
don't. I
I
should.
I do, but I never hit the limit.
Ah,
So
okay.
I don't actually spend any time on my social media. It might sound weird, but I don't. Like I come,
Mm,
I post, and then I just leave.
fantastic. So you see that, I mean, guys, first lesson number one, time limit on social media. Doom scrolling is a thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot away from you, trust me. Shola, I wanted to do this is a Christmas question, but live scenario. All right.
Right.
Tokwe is a 9 to 5 worker. Um, this is January 2025. Tokwe has finished 30 December. IJGBs have gone back home. and then he has hit rock bottom. Tokwe has only 100K to manage transportation, feeding, black tax, clothing, and rent. What advice can you give Tokwe to stay afloat in January with
Right.
100K
Can you hear
in
me?
Nigeria, in
Can,
Lagos? Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Yes, we can
can
hear
you
you.
hear me? Brilliant. Okay, talk back, Beleo. Sorry, oh. Christmas is a scam. You know, we spent so many weeks and months just preparing for Christmas, and it comes, and in one day it's all over.
Yeah.
I guess there are many people like Tope all around the world, in Nigeria especially, after the dirty December. What you should immediately do is make a list of the things that I need to have, you know, versus your nice to have. Your need to have, because you have to transport yourself to work, you have to eat, you have to pay for internet, and all of those things. So make a list, right, and be very, very reasonable. Now let's ascertain whether 100,000 is able to take you through the month. If it's not able to take you through the month, if you have savings, it might be time to pull out of that savings. And if you have to do uncle please, auntie please, you know what it is. You have to survive. And January is usually a long month.
It is.
But beyond just surviving this season, it's a lesson. I mean, I am not a finance coach that will tell people not to enjoy themselves. I don't tell people not to spend money. I tell people to spend wisely. So if you want to have a
Absolutely.
dirty December experience, start planning for it from January. But now that you have found yourself here, it is what it is. Make a
Mm.
list of the things that you must necessarily spend money on in the next 4 weeks, right? Or 5 weeks. And then, just maneuver yourself. And maybe I should drop an additional point. You've got to make more money. I
Mm.
know that this is an age where, we talk about tech and all of those things. We've got to make more money beyond, budgeting and trying to just penny pinch here and there. I focus on how do we make more money in this
Mm.
digital age. And I
Mm.
think our conversations will open us up to more of those things. But yeah, back to the question, make a list of your needs, write them down, sort of allot your money or portion your money, and then look at how you can make more money in January to just, cruise throughout the entire month. I'll stop right
Thank you.
there.
Thank you so much, Shola. As mundane as it sounds, guys, just make a list. Right? Make a list and then take it one day at a time. But great point, great point. Making more money. So talking about making more money, Kagan, I don't know. So Hamid just landed a new job and he wants to start investing in tech, okay?
Okay.
To make more money. What are the fundamentals that he needs? Stock and cryptocurrency. So I was having a holiday conversation with a cousin of mine, a second cousin, and he was telling me he's into cryptocurrency, and he showed me something that I really don't know anything about. I was saying that he started with 1,005 and now he has $9,000 dollars. All right.
All
So
right.
what are the fundamentals if guys need to do that, Kagan?
Okay, so the very first fundamental that I always tell my people, pretty much I am this in every single day, is to protect your capital, right? So it's better for you to go into the cryptocurrency markets with $1 and come back out with that $1 than it is for you to go in and come back with $10, right? So if you go
Okay.
in and you come back with exactly what you went in, that's a win. You didn't lose anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the chances of you losing everything and even more blowing your account is very, very high. Greed sets in very fast. And I've seen this, go into action a lot while I'm teaching people how to trade cryptocurrencies, right? Somebody goes into a market with something that's little as $2, and
Mm-hmm.
then they do, and then that two becomes 20, right? And in that moment, they're thinking, hey, if two can become 20, 20 can become 200, right? So they take all that 20 and then they put it back in, and then they lose everything. So usually
Mm-hmm.
what you do after you've gone in and you come back with something is you take your percentage and you take it out of the situation. Just take it out of the situation first, take another small percentage, and then you can use that to go back in, right? So you divide your funds. You don't, oh, I have 2 million naira. I want to put 2 million naira in and turn my 2 million into 50 million. That's
Mm,
not how you invest. That's not how you invest in any, in any place, not just like tech and crypto. Generally in life, you don't take all your eggs and put it in one basket. You
mm,
can put a fine majority if you're that confident, but you always protect your capital. That's like the most fundamental rule. And it's the craziest thing because a lot of people still don't get it and they still do the absolute opposite, you know? I don't know if it's greed. I don't know if it's not having like financial literacy, but people just need to learn to protect their capital first. It's the most important thing.
And there's also the thing about timing. I mean, the time to turn that money. So when I was having a conversation with somebody whom, of course, Shola knows, he says it took him 4 years. No, no, sorry, not 4 years. I lie. About 2 years to turn that 1,000 into 9,000. So it's like a 12, 24 month period.
Hmm.
It was just 1,000 and
That
he
that
turned it into 9,000.
that one is pretty slow for crypto because
Yes.
crypto can literally make you or break you overnight, right? You can go
Right.
from 1,000 to
Okay.
150,000 in one day. You can also go from 1 million to zero in 6 hours. Like,
Mhm.
Hmm.
it's crazy. It's almost, you know how sports betting works when,
Mhm.
people who are just trying their luck and gambling, you can gamble and get lucky. But then if
Mhm.
you have a strategy, you don't gamble. That's basically the idea.
So protect your capital would be the
Yes.
best advice you give to Hamid.
To
And
everyone,
just
yes.
to everyone,
Yes.
yes. Okay, to everyone in a sense. Okay, cool. So those are two fire shot tips, guys. And really we also are trying to learn as we go along. Shola, we're already talking about tools, right? Tools to make money. That versus traditional savings and all of that. What's the biggest advantage you would say for using digital tools to manage your money, Shola?
Great question, but I just wanted to touch on a few things that
Okay.
Dr.
Mm.
Kagan already said.
Okay.
I was, having a conversation with one of my mentors, and we were talking about how money has evolved over the years. And, this realization helps us to understand how better to make it and how better to manage it.
Mm.
But when you talk about the evolution of money, remember the time when agriculture was the in thing that made people wealthy, and then we went into manufacturing, then we went to distribution, then went into knowledge, then now we are in the world of artificial intelligence
Mm.
and what it calls integrated intelligence. Now, he said something very profound. He says that if you really want to be wealthy in this age, if you really want to manage your money in this age, you cannot rely on the things that worked in the past. If you want
Mm.
to be wealthy, yes, agriculture might still be a tool to make money, but it can't be agriculture. You must learn to follow the money and follow the trends. And that applies to making the money and managing money. Now, the reason I'm saying this is I still see a lot of people, young people, millennials, Gen Zs, baby boomers, and well, baby boomers are not young anyway, who still have not embraced this thing called digital. I
Mm,
have people in their 20s, in their 30s who says, "Oh, I don't like to use my card online. Oh, I don't want to use an online app." You are missing out. So when it comes to making and managing money, you must realize that we are in the digital age and things are going to go steeper and deeper from here. You had better embrace it. So when it comes to digital tools, I tell people what are the things. I mean, there are three M's of money that I usually talk about: make it, manage it, multiply it. And
mm,
those three must be driven by technology. When we talk about making money, yes, you use your skills, you still earn a salary, you earn an income from your business, but you must understand where money is going when it comes to digital whatever. Dr. Kagan talked about cryptocurrency. We talk about affiliate marketing. We talk about partnerships and all of those things. Those are the things to embrace.
mm,
Now, you make the money. When it comes to managing the money, like he said, you don't put back all your profits and all your capital because an investment opportunity looks good. Many people have lost money by so doing.
mm,
So, what are the digital skills that will help you apportion and allocate your profit and allocate your capital, right? So, you use digital skills to manage, to save. Rule of thumb, save at least 30%. That is shola for you. I know people tell you to save at least 10%. I tell people, why, if 10%, why not 20? Why not 30?
mm,
I mean, I'm a chartered accountant, 24 years of hands-on experience. During the course of my career, after I became financially literate, I have saved 70% of my income in some cases. Now, when I say
Wow.
save, maybe save, invest, right? So digital tools will help you allocate. I mean, if I put my money, I put my profit from cryptocurrency, where is safer? Where is less volatile? Should I do stocks? Should I do mutual funds? Should I do fixed income securities? How do I budget? How do I track? So I think rather than directly answering your question, what I'm saying is
Mm,
you need digital tools to make the money, first of all, to manage the money, and to multiply the money. Now, don't think I will start to tell you, "Oh, go and use this app." As
mm,
financially literate people, or people are looking to be financially literate, the onus is on you to then start to say, okay, she has said to use digital skills or digital tools to make money.
Yeah.
How can I do this? What
mm,
videos can I watch? Who can I
mm,
follow? She has said to manage. What tools do I use? Follow me, follow Dr. Kagan, go on YouTube, read books, and then how do I multiply? So what I
mm,
said in essence is
mm.
you must embrace digital tools to make, manage, and to multiply. I
Yes.
hope that helps.
That
Nice
helps.
multiplier.
That helps.
Excellent.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I don't know, Kika, you may want to jump in, but I just want to because I mean, Shola, I know you personally now. You have made money, right? Dr. Kagan, I know you too. You have made money. We are saying now, give us an example. Which app? Okay, so Kagan, what app would you recommend? I mean, if I don't say what app you recommend, give an example of an app that you have used that has made sense for you.
I
All
can
right, in
So
terms
talk about
of
mine
it
later.
complete.
I
okay,
can mention apps
yeah,
later, but let him
we'll
go.
mention.
No, but
Okay, but let
but,
K
but
guy.
it kind of depends on what you are trying to do, right? If
Okay,
you're trying to do
fantastic. Yeah.
crypto investments, for example, I wouldn't even recommend that you use an app, right?
Okay.
So if you're okay, say for example, and you see a lot of this stuff online where somebody will say something that seems ridiculous, like if you had put $20 or $100 in Bitcoin at the beginning,
Mm,
right? By today you have like $690 million or something like that. I mean, it would be great if all of us put $100 in Bitcoin at the beginning, but not everybody saw the vision from the beginning, right?
mhm,
But of course, anybody who maybe bought Bitcoin last year and held by now probably has more than 4, 5x their money, right?
mhm,
So
mhm,
I wouldn't recommend that you keep your Bitcoin inside an application if that's what you're trying to do. If you're trying to do like a crypto or some sort of, I wouldn't recommend you use any app, even though it's public knowledge that I'm like a representative of Bybit, right? But I always recommend cold storage, right? Yeah, these little USB devices
mhm.
that you can just buy, keep and forget. Just lock the money away. And then in 4 years, when there's another bull run or something, you can go check and your 10,000 naira has become 3 million naira. It
Mm.
sounds ridiculous, but that happens quite often to me, especially. You might just buy Sol and keep, or you buy Ethereum and you keep, and a few years down the line, it has become so much more. And then, okay, I've been buying this new car. Then you can just take that money out and say, okay, I wanna buy a nice car for myself or a nice car for my wife. Or I want to buy this new house, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. So yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
running
think use
through.
an
Yeah,
app if
yeah,
you're.
yeah, yeah. Running through those names very quickly. Can you just slow down and say it again so that we can hear what you're saying? You said cold storage. You said Ethereum.
Yes.
We'll be talking this thing so that people can hear. You
No,
know?
no, 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 just anybody who has a little bit of crypto knowledge kind of knows. I'm basically talking about
Yeah,
different coins and
I
different
know.
trading pairs.
Yeah,
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 so
yeah. I know what you mean. But I'm just trying to ensure that every person is getting it. All right, cool. So,
mm,
yeah, and I know Shola is going to give us some apps as well that she has used. By the way, she also introduced me in the early days into some, and we just had a casual conversation, and then I took her advice. She didn't even know it was for free. But then, I mean, how can she charge me? And then and then I've seen it work, and there's some very simple things that she mentioned, and they've made sense. So she will talk about some of them as well. But let's talk just a little bit about this blockchain buzz, the blockchain buzz,
mm.
and if you can just give us a little bit, how is this going to affect the future of banking? So, for example, Kagan, I know Dr. Kagan. This is your specialty, and I really don't
Right.
want us to lose sight of that. I'd like to have a little bit of understanding, and I'm sure the audience would as well.
Well, how is blockchain going to affect the future of banking? It's quite straightforward. There's always two sides to every coin, right? The good and then the bad. The good is that decentralized. Nobody gets to police your money. Nobody gets to, tell you when you can spend your money. And also it makes cross-border payments super easy, right?
Okay.
Unlike before when, oh, I need to pay school fees in the UK or in Canada, how do I transfer money from my Naira to dollar and then put it in a bank and do a wire transfer and wait for a week for it to land in Calgary? And all that is gone now, right? Because you can simply do a 3-second transfer of USDT to somebody else who is already there, even directly to the school or to the business you're trying to pay and stuff like that.
Mm.
I saw a video online recently where somebody was at a car dealership. I think there's a thing going on now where celebrities are buying really expensive cars. And somebody as a joke just went to one of the dealerships and was like, "Oh, I like this Mercedes. How much is it?" And then they were like $350,000. And then they're like, they accept USDT. You don't even have to stress or try to trade. You can just do a USDT transfer of $350,000 and you move on with your life.
Mm.
That makes cross-border payments, moving money, transferring money easier. There was a time when, they always say it on papers when you're traveling that you have to declare when you have more than $10,000
Absolutely.
on you. You can walk across the border with $2 billion and you have nothing with you except your phone.
Mm.
That's huge. And you're not laundering any money, you're not doing anything illegal. It's just something you have in your phone or any phone, right? You can just buy a new phone and log in your details and you have that money right there. Plus you have the details and your call and responses and everything. So I
Mm.
think that first being able to like move payments cross border, being able to decentralize and decide what you want to do with your money, make payment for big things without having to pay heavy taxes on them. Because I do remember when we were doing wire transfers back in the days, there was a lot of money you had to cut off. Even if
Yeah.
it's
Right.
ordinary Western Union or that stuff is gone now,
Wow.
right? If you're paying gas fees, maybe pata pata $2.
Mm.
You're not paying some bank $200 to send $2,000. That's it's no longer a problem. So I think that is a huge positive. The negative is, the bad actors who want to launder money are able to do it easier now. But again,
Easier.
there's
True.
yeah,
True. True.
there's no way to help people without leaving a loophole for people who want to do
Yeah.
negative things. So it's just what it
Mm-hmm.
is. We have to take which one works for us, and then we have to just go with it. There's always going to be
Yeah.
bad actors.
Yeah. That opens the door for another career like called cybersecurity, right? So
Yeah,
people then
yeah,
are able to, make a
yeah,
living trying to help the government and authorities
yeah,
track these bad actors, like you said.
definitely.
Okay, so great. Shola, tell us some of those practical tools that those things that you've done that have made you the multi-billionaire that you are today. Eh? Sorry, not billionaire, please. Before you go and kidnap her.
All right. I love the conversation. I'm learning a lot from Dr. Kagan. And I think I should just quickly chip it in here that when we talk about making long-term money, it has to be a balance and a mix of volatility and predictability.
Mm,
Mm,
Right. So the cryptocurrency could be cryptocurrency and all of those things could be quite volatile.
mm,
If you have all of your money there, if there's a bearish run and things are not working, you find yourself unhappy and complaining and all of that. But there's some level of 10x, 20x wealth or money that you can make that you can't make outside of that volatility. So why I'm saying this is you have to strike a balance. Predictable apps, predictable means of making money, like your regular money market mutual funds, like your US stocks, like ETFs, that would keep you balanced, right? I call them your portfolio optimizers. I said something earlier on, like, putting your crypto in cold storage. And it is not all the time you're going to be opening the storage now.
yeah,
You also have to have those funds that would keep you going, that you can multiply. Don't forget what I said. A mix of volatility and predictability. Now, he's been talking about the volatile part of things. Let me talk about the predictability part of your portfolio. I tell people there are about 4 to 5 asset classes you must consider. And don't forget what he said, your capital. Once you invest, take out your capital, how do you preserve it? How do you guard it? Then you might look at some of these asset classes, which are some of the things I have done over the years. First of all, I hedge a lot. I'm a patriotic Nigerian. I believe in the future of Nigeria, but I hedge. I remember that as far back as 5, 6 years ago was when I told people in my community, smart stewards, I told them I started a challenge and I said, back then 360,000 would give you $1,000. And I would say
Mm.
each time you have $360,000, convert it, put it in dollar mutual fund. Back then in Stanbic IBTC,
Yeah.
they're still rock solid. And then I remember doing a challenge, just as I'm doing a challenge in January, and I think about 450 people signed up, and quite a number of them saved up 360,000 on piggy vest to start the mutual fund. Some people had a lot of funds, changed it to dollars. They still thank me till today because most of them changed money at 360 naira. Now imagine the capital appreciation that's all happened over the years. So money market mutual funds, right? Predictability, fixed income, it gives you very cheap and cheerful 7% per month per annum. But you know that when you need your money is there. So as you are
Yep.
removing money from crypto, you are removing your profit, put it so that it can optimize your portfolio such that when one is not doing well, the other is doing well. I tell people
Right.
do treasury bills, just small money here and there. Do stocks for the long term. Bamboo gives you the opportunity to do US stocks. I've been buying Amazon stocks, Berkshire, all of these things for years. My portfolio has literally boom, boom, boom. I do crypto as well. So maybe because of my background as an accountant and as a finance coach, I'm able to balance those things. So when I make
Mm.
such huge money, pull out some, put it in the portfolio optimizers so that, if anything happens, I am fine. So I've mentioned money market mutual funds. I've mentioned stocks and ETFs.
Mm.
Real estate is another one where you can grow your money. You might say, I don't have a lot of
Mm.
money, I cannot buy land. There are things we call real estate investment trust, whereby you can finance genuine real estate companies and earn your
Mm.
interest on them. And there are things we call cash and cash equivalents as well, right? I am on the side of predictability because life has to be a balance. But
Mm.
don't say, that coach has said we should be predicted, we should just do predictability, the ones that if you do not
Mm.
take risks as well and invest in volatile assets, you can't build wealth in the long run. And don't forget what I said earlier on. Listen, this is the age of digital everything. This is the age of
Mm.
artificial intelligence. This is the age
Mm.
of integrated intelligence.
Mm.
You
Mm.
must play in it. If you do
Mm.
not take life itself is a risk. Then I say, I don't know. You are 27. I don't know what is crypto. I don't know what I don't understand it. I will tell you if I do not understand it, I should not do it. No, it has to be a balance of both. So I do real estate, I do mutual funds, I do treasury bills, I do stocks, and I do crypto. Well rounded. By the way,
Well,
I run a
yeah.
challenge from the 2nd of January to the 30th of January. If you look at my page, it's there. Join us. These are practical things that we'll be talking about because 2025 is a year to make much more money. So volatility and predictability, we live here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's
So,
there's two things. There's two things she said that I would like to tackle on, right? She
yes,
mentioned
please.
something about when the market is bearish, especially with crypto, you need to have money that can. If I have any of my crypto people in the comments here, they'll probably tell you that I have traded the
Mm.
least during the bull market. Like this recent times when Bitcoin has been on the, I have literally just dropped as few signals as possible. I have not been trading. My favorite time to make money in the crypto market is actually the bear market. And I'm sure you understand this as well when it comes to like shorting stocks, right? I am very good at taking a bet on shorting something that's about to die.
Mm.
Right? And that's one
Mm.
of the reasons why I try to avoid the market when everything is on the up and up, because I
Right.
truly believe that the people with money are the ones that determine
Mm.
how these things go.
Right.
You don't want to be a victim of this type of rock pools and things like this, and then you lose all your money. A lot of celebrities have come out and created crypto coins recently, and then they just and everybody's money has disappeared and stuff like that. You have to be careful about that.
Mm.
Right.
The second thing I wanted to talk about was, the volatile assets and stuff. Oddly, my favorite volatile asset to invest in is real estate.
Mm.
That might sound weird, right? But if
Mm.
you are somebody who is smart enough and you can look at a town plan, because these things are publicly available, you can go to a
Yeah.
ministry and get it.
Yeah.
If you can look at a town plan and look at the underdeveloped areas, you
Mm.
look at where the airport is, you look at where all the development is going, and land is still selling for 100,000 naira a plot in
Mm.
that area, and you take 200 million naira and you buy a bunch of it and then you recut it and start selling it for, less than the size it was cut initially 10 years after the fact. You probably bought those pieces at 80,000 naira a plot and now you're selling it for 5, 6 million naira a plot. And that's even if you decide to sell, right?
Mm,
Because
mm,
another smart way to make money with real estate, especially if you have prime locations, is leases, right? A lot
mm,
of people
mm, mm,
don't realize that all the banks that you see on the main roads and all the eateries and all this, they don't actually own the land. They only have a lease to build on that land for a specific number of years. They are essentially, for lack of a better word, tenants. And whoever owns that land gets to continue to take money from them for as long as that family continues to exist. And that is
mm,
guaranteed money
mm,
forever.
mm,
After
mm.
the initial owner of the land is dead, his children are going to get that money. Their
Yeah.
children's children are going to get that
Mm,
money. And these are
mm,
other like really long-term, like longevity focused investment strategies that you should consider when you start to make money, right? Some people think buying fancy cars is an investment. I promise you it is not. The minute you drive it off the lot, it's gone. That is a depreciating asset, right? That's something you buy to reward yourself, something fancy that you keep, like a wristwatch. It's not something you buy because you want it to appreciate so that you can use it to make money, right?
mm,
So
mm.
everything she said, raised to power 1000%. Please and thank you.
Guys, I know that we're talking very fast, and I trust you. And then trust me, rather, we're going to have this saved and put on the YouTube page so that you can go and listen to it over and over again. I'm learning as well. Knowledge is democratized. A lot of these things they're talking about is free for you to access. And please follow Shola, follow Kagan, and they're doing great stuff. I mean, aside the fact that they're crazy innovative and masters in what they do, they're also helping a lot of people, whether it's in finance, cryptocurrency, and all of those things that will help. Put a little bit of extra on your tech skills, right? And that's why we're doing this, right? A little bit of extra on your tech skills because you actually do need money to survive. Okay, so let's
Yeah.
take a breather now. Take a breather now because I think some crazy nuggets have been flying left, right, and center. Kagan, what's your favorite gadget and why? All right,
What?
link it if you will to
Wow.
finance. But yeah, which one is the favorite gadget that you use? You're a gadget man. Let's
Yes, I
step back a bit
am.
and
Yes,
talk
I
about
am.
that now and why.
I think my favorite would have to be an ecosystem, not a single gadget. It's just the Apple
Okay.
ecosystem and how it works. I like how
Mm-hmm.
seamless it is. You have an iPhone, you have AirPods, you have an iPad, you have a MacBook. Everything just works in tandem. You get a phone call on your phone, you're not near your phone, your wristwatch can answer the call.
Brilliant.
You have AirPods in, you're watching something on your
Mm-hmm.
laptop. You pick up your phone to answer a call, it automatically switches. It makes your life, like the quality of your life just jumps significantly once
Mm-hmm.
you're inside of that ecosystem. It's nice. I like that.
Okay.
Love it.
So that's do you do Android as well? I'm
Oh,
sure you do
so
some.
so so I actually use, and a lot of people have probably noticed this. They call me fake Apple fanboy. But I use my Samsung phone the most. This is a Z Fold 6. I think this is the one Samsung gave to me, and they engraved my name on it.
Yeah.
It's my favorite phone this year,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's because of the unfolding that it gives me. It's like a phone and a tablet in one.
I
So
know, I
I
know.
grab
Tell me
this
about it.
phone and then I go everywhere with it because I know that if I need to sign a document quickly, I
Uh-huh.
can do that. If I need to
Mm-hmm,
work,
mm-hmm.
I can work. If I need to play, I can play. If I need to Netflix, I can do that. If I'm on a long flight, this is the perfect device, in my opinion.
So you said two things at the same time. Okay. One is an ecosystem, one is a device. Okay,
Yeah.
I get that. I'm trying to wrap my
Love
head
it.
around that. Okay,
Dr.
cool. All
Kagan,
right.
are you looking for an executive assistant? Let me apply so I can be going around giving.
I I am not anywhere wealthy enough to hire you.
Okay, okay, guys. I saw how it slipped out. You said, I hope you guys noticed. Let me just out him a bit. He said something is selling for 100,000, just buy 200 million. I was like, hey, guy, we don't have 200 million naira lying
No, no,
around. Can
no,
somebody,
no.
can somebody
It
just
was
tell
just like
Kega?
hypothetical speaking. I was speaking hypothetically. That's me. If I don't get 200 million, I beg.
All right, cool. Shala, we talked about the fact that everything that's good also has the potential for bad actors to take advantage. So there are good sides, there are bad sides.
Work has frozen. Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
can hear
saying,
you.
is there a downside to relying too much on tech tools, especially as it regards finances and investments? Is there a
Um,
downside to it?
I love the question. My
Mm-hmm.
background is finance. I
Mm-hmm.
had 24 years. And a lot of people think that accountants are laid back, and not me. There's absolutely nothing I can't do with tech. I design my website, our website, like nobody can hold me to ransom. I absolutely love it. So that over dependence is likely to be there. Now I'm not going to talk from the side of cybersecurity and all of those things,
Mm-hmm.
but let us even look at what it is doing to the quality of our living and our relationships. So let me go out of the box and not talk about, the tech things. Let's look at, I mean, just like what happened earlier on. We were talking and I got locked out. I
Mm,
realized that my life was tech. My life was online. I make money online. I do everything online. And then I would look at my screen time like I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm I'm doing like 17 hours a day. I'm like, what?
Wow.
Christmas Day, New
wow.
Year Day, everything is online. And so I had to take some really, really hard
Wow.
decisions. I downloaded some apps and listen, I'm on Instagram for less than 45 minutes a day, except when we are doing stuff. So I use this app that, shuts me out after 7 minutes, and I 7 minutes per use, and I'm there for just maybe 5 times or 6 times. Just like Dr. Kagan said earlier on, I post and I'm out. And I tell the team, guys, follow up with the comments, follow up with it. So I am looking at the behavioral side of things when it comes to the use of tech. If you're not
Mm,
careful, you would lose quality time, you'd lose quality relationships, and your life, you just get sucked in. What is happening next? What is happening next? What
mm,
is and when you are not there, you feel you are losing, you are missing out.
mm,
If we are not careful, in the next 2 or 3 or 4 years, we'll just be robots, just talking to
Mm,
ourselves. Just, so beyond the fact that, of course, you have to, so let me take it a bit more technical. You're investing. We just launched an app called the Wealth Sync app, and it helps you to just plan all your finances, retirement, pension, insurance, and all of those things in one app. It took us 1 full year to work with our developers and all those things. And I know the things that we went through in, terms of putting security. Even at that, I'm still like, hey, people's money. I don't want wala because you get scammed. On my way, I mean, just before this meeting started, I was going through Instagram just to check a few things, and then I got a notification you have been logged. I'm like, they have come because I hear in recent times they've been disabling a lot of accounts and all of that.
mm,
yeah.
People are trying to reap where they have not sown. People
mm,
have grown their pages. You just want to, so it's a whole lot, right? Be tech literate. Like I tell people, this is not an age where you say, I don't understand. I don't know how it works. So I have said, number one, don't live excessively online and on tech and all of those things. Number two, be literate as well. Remember what I said about following the money. This is where the money is, but do it with sense. Get financially literate, work with people who understand these things, and just get into the flow. In the world of personal finance and financial literacy and fintech, of course, there are a lot of downsides to using tech. I'm so very conventional, right? For example, my bank account that has my main money, number one, there's no card on it. If you steal the card, you're on your own. You have to go through my late dad's father's father to get. I won't leave the bulk of my money also in my current account.
mm,
Those
Mm-hmm.
are basic financial literacy stuff. So if you pick my card today, maybe there's 500 naira there. You're on your own. God
mm,
forbid, even if you kidnap my enemy and say, come on, you can't, it's not there. The process to get, what it takes to to build wealth? And then people come and then they just wipe your wealth away. So put in processes and systems to ensure that you are not reckless, right?
Mm.
Lock it up. Cold storage. If they carry you now, where is the cold storage? They have to go to your grandfather's house or wherever you kept it. So just be how do I put it? Don't live recklessly.
Mm.
Put
mm,
systems in place. For example, I mentioned mutual funds. For you to break your mutual funds, it has to be on a work day. It won't come immediately, except they kidnap you for 4 days. right? For you to break your stocks,
Mm,
so a bit of money in an accessible, for example, current account, savings account. My card is linked to my current account, but there's no money there. Call me
mm,
conventional and old school. If I want to make a purchase, I move the money because I have seen people lose a lot of their money. Even in the
mm,
in the account that has a lot of money, it is not a lot of money that if anything happens, I am upset and all of those things. So we have people are sharp. You have to be sharper. Use spanner
mm.
sharp so that you don't lose your money, and then it's not a matter of stories that thought they don't take my money and I enter one chance and no. It's financial literacy will make you realize that you don't keep money in your bank account. There are
Shola,
investments that you
Mm.
can that are quite liquid that you can terminate when you use the money. So it's a whole lot that we possibly cannot exhaust
oh,
in this
wow,
conversation.
wow,
But just be sharp. Thank you.
fantastic.
I will very quickly add to what she was saying. The question was about overdependence on technology. I like to talk in extremes because I want people to get a picture. And somebody said in the comments just now that Kagan is always saying the internet is not real life. This is very true, right? And a fine example I like to give is when the government decided to ban Twitter in, I don't know what year that was, right? There were people who were Twitter influencers. That was their life. What they
Mm,
did for a living to eat was influenced on that platform that the government has now decided to completely ban. Now, what happens to that? Because major corporations and businesses are not going to advertise on that platform anymore, which means
Mm,
your source of income is now gone. So I like to tell people, if all of this disappears today, are you going to be fine?
mm,
If Instagram is no longer accessible from Nigeria, if for whatever reason the internet is hacked and it's taken down,
mm,
right? Try and make sure that you build a life outside the internet that you're proud of. Make sure that if you don't, you never see Wi-Fi again in your life,
mm.
whatever life you have is a life that you can beat your chest and say, I am proud of what I have built.
Yeah.
So as you are building your online portfolio and you are getting followers, make sure that it is reflecting in the life outside as well. Make sure that your kids are going to good school and they are getting scholarships and you're teaching them to ride bicycles.
Mm,
And you're doing things that bring genuine joy into your life. And it's not just internet body you're doing and you're posting new photos every week with new outfits and you don't repeat clothes. And that's the legacy that if that all goes away, what happens to you?
mm,
Just
mm.
think about this very deeply after this life is over and make sure that you construct a life outside the internet that you can be proud of. Thank you.
Fantastic,
mm.
fantastic, fantastic.
Brilliant.
Shola, before I lose this one, what's the app that helps limit your time on social media so the guys can have that unlocked? And
So thank you. It is called Screen Zen. Screen, then
mm,
Zen. It's
okay.
it's it's great. There's the free version, but if you want to sort of unlock all of the benefits, they tell you to just give them something in a lifetime. So it might be two
Mm,
dollars, it might be $3, five,
mm,
whatever it is. But it is fantastic. Literally after night, I don't. It blocks me out entirely and I don't get to open all of those social media apps until maybe after 7 in the morning. I
mm,
love it. But
mm,
again, I mean, it's a combination of the app and your own discipline because
Mm.
it is with your hand
mm.
that
Yeah,
you
because you
lock
could
it and
actually
you also go and
yeah,
unlock it. So
unlock
you
it. I
must be
know actually.
disciplined. Yes, but
Yeah.
so it's called Screen
Uh,
Z and Screen Zen.
okay,
Great,
fantastic,
great
cool.
app. Yeah.
A couple of questions. Oh my God, and it's going off my head. You mentioned something about people wiping away people's money, and I remember Very Dark Man. What's your comment on that? And the 180 million. Maybe I shouldn't start that now. But is that technically possible, guys, or can we just move on?
I think we should move on.
Let's move on. Let's skip.
I think we should move on.
All right, cool. Cool. I'll ask those two questions and then we want to go in and then we'll do myths and facts and then I'll just let you guys do some quick fire answers to these questions.
Okay.
And this one is interesting. Let's talk about black tax. How should we manage cultural expectations without guilt? It's questions for both of you guys, but I'll let Kagan go first and I'll let Shola go first. You know black tax? Yes.
I'm
I,
probably
I,
the
I would
wrong.
have,
I'm probably the wrong person to answer this question because I'm very mean and honest.
yeah, I mean,
I will give it
and
to
honest.
you. Yes, I will give it to you
We
one
need that.
thousand percent.
We need that.
I
We
don't care
need
how
that.
you feel about it,
We need that,
right?
Kiga.
There's There's a saying I always give young people that come into my DMs to ask me about how they have responsibilities and they have to take care of their parents and their sister is in school and their brother is in university and they're paying for everybody. There's one thing I always tell them. I'll say, if you continue to give your bricks to other people to build and you don't build your own house, one
Uh,
day you're going to be homeless. You're going to be moving into their house and they're not going to invite you to come and live with them.
mm,
Right? Think
mm,
about that. Obviously, I'm not talking about houses or building houses. I mean, if you continue to take your bricks and give to other people,
mm,
they will build, you will have nothing.
mhm,
And when they're moving into that house that they built with those bricks that you gave them,
mm,
they will not
mm.
invite you to come and live with them. So it's important for you to create something for yourself first. Very
Yeah.
important before you now start taking care of other people. Secondly,
Mhm,
if you don't take care of people, they are going to be fine,
mm, mm,
right? If you die tomorrow, all the people that you're worrying so much about, that I have to do this for this person, they will find a way to be fine. Like
Mm.
we place too much significance on our importance in people's lives to the point where we think without us, they won't. It's a lie.
Mm.
Those people will find a way to keep on keeping on. That thing that they have put pressure on you to try and do for them, if you don't do it, they will still be fine eventually. If it's going to take another 1 year cycle for them to get another opportunity to do it again, that is how long it will take. Right? So
Mm.
nobody's ever going to come to me and say, okay, because you're my uncle or you're my second cousin's brother's dog's younger brother's child, you have to pay this or you have to they cannot try it with me because I will never allow it. Right. But
mm,
then maybe I'm just too mean, right? Some other people have a tighter emotional connection with family, which I respect. And I will always tell
okay.
those people, create for yourself first. Make sure that you have created for yourself so that when you're giving, you're not giving part of your own self. You're not giving your bricks to other people to build. You're not giving money that you could have otherwise used to secure something better so that you could give more later, right?
Right.
Give to yourself first. Always pay yourself first. Make sure that you are fine and your immediate nuclear family is fine before you now start. Black tax can never come near me, but that's probably just because of the kind of person that I am. But for everybody else who is still very emotionally connected with other people, just be wise. Don't let people take you for handicap. Not be
Fantastic.
a
Right.
little selfish. Somebody in the comments said be a little selfish. No, be extremely selfish. Be so selfish, in fact, that people know that you are selfish.
Mm.
It is very important.
Right.
Shall I go
Love
ahead?
it.
Okay, cool, cool.
So, my pastor would say that if you are doing like El Shaddai, you shall die because you cannot solve the problems of everybody.
Yes.
Listen, I'm
You
a
can
person
save the
of
world.
faith. Even when Jesus came, there were poor people, where there were hungry people, and all of that. Now, what I see is that a lot of people have not developed the right financial literacy mindsets and the tools necessary. Number one, if you have goals, I mean, I was there where every month I'm spending money or whatever and doing all sort of things. If you have succinct goals for yourself that you want to achieve, you would realize that there's a lot of things you really need money for. That's number one. Number two, even the richest people in the world, they are still looking for more money. But there's never I have enough money. That's why Elon Musk, all of them, they're looking for more money, right? So there's never a time in your life where you have all the money in the world, right? So, but coming back to black taxes, based on what I already said, that you don't even have enough money to solve all of your own problems. I am not anti give people stuff, but plan it. In your budget and in your financial plan, what is it you can accommodate to give out? Do you want to give out 10% or 20%? And then, whatever that comes to, make up your mind. Just like Kagan was saying, I had to intervene in an issue where some siblings came to report their youngest brother. What was he doing? He was always tasking them. I don't have money. I don't have this. At the end of the day, this guy had tasked all his brothers and he had built a house. And none of them had built a
Wow.
house already. And they were
Ah,
upset. And I'm like, hey,
perfect
hey, hey,
example of what
calm
I
down.
just said. Perfect
I said, calm
example.
down. I said, calm down. This guy, you should even be happy and you should applaud him that he
Mm,
took money from you to build a house. He wasn't using it on you, but they were like, even we have not built a house because you are not financially smart. So
mm,
if in a month I decide that 100,000 is what I have to give my mom, to give my siblings, that's it. Once we exhaust it, you come back. The thing is that if anything happens to you today, you think people are dependent on you, you are their God, they will move on to the next person. So it comes to financial planning. How much do I want to give? Give within that boundary. Have your own goals. Don't you have goals? Don't you want to build a house? Don't you want to buy a car? Don't you want to relocate? Don't you have things you want to do with your life? So by the time you have those things in mind, it helps you to self-regulate and to know what you want to do with your finances and how to plan it. Right? There will always be the needy, there will always be the poor, there will always be people who need stuff. But it's all about financial planning and knowing what you really want to do. Right? It's no rocket science, just putting the right systems in place. Listen, people have a way of testing us. They can size you up already. They know that this one, if I go, she has a soft heart. So I'd rather be like Kagan, who, when they come to you, you give them the truth. I helped you last month, right? I know that there are obligations that will be recurring. For example, if you have parents, yes.
Yes.
If you have siblings who are not working yet, some of those things are recurring. Plan for them. But even within that, if you're not careful, then this one has a soft. If I give her one excuse like this, she will come, helping and all of those things. So we can't exhaust all of these things, but number one, remember, have goals. Put them in front of you. Have something you are aspiring to become and aspiring to do with your money. That serves as a boundary. It helps you say, hey, I have a target to build a 150 million house. Or how much do I have? So anybody
Mm,
calls, I need 1 million. You're able to self-regulate to say, you know what?
mm.
This is my goal. Number two, again, have a budget of what you intend to give on a monthly basis and stick to it. Okay. Anything outside of that, you're on your own. Again, if you do like El Shaddai, you shall die.
Fan-
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you are
All
really
right.
very kind having a budget to be given to people. If I budget to give you, you use jazz on me. It can
Eh,
never
but
happen.
it,
I should
it
be
okay,
budgeting my money to give. See,
but for example, if you have dependents,
Mm,
you have a parent who is not working, who is 75.
right, right.
Automatically on a monthly basis, you have to give them something.
Yeah,
yeah.
Do you
that
see? If
doesn't
you have
count as
good
giving
parents,
anymore because you'll have put systems in place that make sure that everything they need they have. I don't count
Hopefully.
that
they
as giving,
Hopefully.
right? But if it's
ah
people
Hopefully.
taxing you and constantly
no
coming,
no no.
my child's school
So
fees,
ideally
food at home,
ideally ideally black taxis originated from South Africa.
right?
Mm,
It's a South Africa term that, sort of explain that people within the family context see somebody as someone who is well to do and who they can rely on. So I
Mm,
look at black taxes from the context of the family. Any other thing outside of that is not black taxes. That one is pure beggy beggy. Do you
yes,
understand? And I'm not
yes,
obligated. I'm not obligated to
agreed.
give you.
Agreed.
exactly,
Do you
Agreed.
get?
exactly,
Agreed. Agreed.
exactly,
Cool. Agreed.
exactly.
Agreed. Agreed. Great stuff. Lots of stuff flying all around, guys. And this is the reason why you'd have to watch this all over again. And thank you so much, Keegan and Shola. Great stuff. Now let me just there's one question I have to ask, and then I'll just do some fire shots. You guys are watching. I mean, because we're talking about money and investments. You guys are watching the trends and how things are evolving. What are the tech trends to watch out for in 2025? I mean, if you were to give your own take on it, Dr. Kagan, and eventually Shola.
Mm. Okay, so tech trends going into 2025.
Hmm.
I expect that a lot of people are going to be more crypto savvy because there's like the craze right now with the bull run with Bitcoin hitting an all-time high like 3 times in the same week.
Hmm.
So a lot of people are going to try to be more crypto savvy. Um, I know for a fact that there's also going to be a financial meltdown of a sort,
Hmm.
right? A lot of people are going to lose a lot of money in 2025, and some people are going to make a lot. We're going to see, and this is probably maybe too optimistic, but we're probably going to see a shift with people being less about the fraud and the Yahoo and more practical things, right? I think a lot of people are starting to learn that you don't actually have to steal from anyone to make money. There's the degen, there's the three, there's so many opportunities to multiply your money overnight, which I don't always advise, but they exist. So if you're an impatient person and you want it like this, there's ways that you can do it without necessarily stealing from somebody else. Now, while I understand that it's a zero-sum game in its entirety, for you to be making that money, somebody somewhere is losing it. At least if you get the knowledge, you can get it legally without having to steal from somebody else. The only other thing that I would say is, and this is something that I said last year, and a lot of people didn't take it, some took it, and they are very grateful for it now. Um, my co-person mentioned about edging. He's a patriotic Nigerian, but he likes to edge our investments. Keep your money in stable coin on US dollars. Like, there's no better advice I'm going to give you today than that. You might think that the dollar has reached its final form at 1006 something now, but I promise you have this thing I call the hamburger index, right? That's how I check the value of the naira in comparison to other currencies. You might think the naira has reached its final form, but by my calculations, the natural position of the naira in the global currency is around 2,350 to a dollar. So we are still going to devalue. It's still going, there's no way around it, right? And if you're not a patient person, take this advice with a pinch of salt, ignore it, don't do it. But at some point in 2025, the dollar is probably going to cross 2,000. I am not trying to destroy your economy. I don't hate you. I'm just giving you, I'm just telling you what the truth is based on my own research. And I genuinely think anyone who is not keeping their money in dollars to protect themselves from inflation is going to be very, very sorry at some point in 2025.
Fantastic. We take that. We take that. Shola.
I pretty much second all of the things that he has said. For me, I believe that there will be a lot more money to be made. Listen, money. When we talk about money, money moves hands, and that's what
Mm,
happens. I think next year, for those who are tech oriented and tech inclined, much more money will be moving into their hands, right? We must realize that we are the assets.
mm,
We are the assets. Some of you think that earning your salary, that job that you have, those are fantastic things, but you need to invest in yourself. And when we talk about personal development, please make it tech inclined, make it fintech inclined, make it tech inclined. The money will flow into the hands of those who are tech oriented. It's a lot of more online money aside of investments, crypto, and all of those things. I think online money will become more prevalent in the sense that you monetize your skills and talents online, affiliate marketing and all of those stuff, the use of artificial intelligence. I think we're moving from conventional ways of just making money
All right.
into things that have to do with integrated intelligence, artificial intelligence, partnerships, affiliations, and all of those things. So I think, bottom line is get out there and learn skills, tech
and
skills, right? Finance skills, very, very important.
fantastic. Absolutely great. So, thank you so much, Shola and Kagan. But we're not done yet. We're going to go into the pitch session, which is what a lot of people are waiting for now, where you guys are going to be judges. What happens, and a lot of people know this already, we open the forms for people to say why they want a laptop. And
Mm.
I have some issues, and I'll just help you. You guys should just comment on one major issue that I have. We saw some fantastic pitches, online, but we saw some people who just don't know how to take opportunities. One interesting person, we asked him, why do you want a laptop? He says, just because. He actually said, just cause. All right? Just cause. Kegan, what do we do to this? Inshallah, he said, just
Oh my
cause.
God.
So I'm like, okay, well, I mean, clearly you're not interested. But opportunities are far and few, guys, and I'm thinking that people should put in the effort, and put in the time when you have an opportunity. We're talking about something that is nothing less than 500,000 naira. Maybe that's not a lot of money to you, but for a lot of people, it does um, make a difference. All right. So we got almost 500 entries this time around. Um, I just wanted to give some pointers for guys because we will do this every month. All right. Um, please, when you do your pitching, when you're writing, not even when you're talking, because you need to then get chosen to do the pitch based on what you've written. Be specific, personal, and personalized. And we're not even saying don't use AI. You can use AI. We don't have a problem. But at least you need to tell AI what AI should write for you,
Mm.
and then you need to tell, and you need to also personalize your story. Don't tell us about how things are bad in the economy. We know all of us are in Nigeria. Things are bad for all of us. All right. Don't tell us about your mother, your father. I mean, be specific. Tell us what you want to do with the laptop, why you need it, and stuff that you need to do with the laptop. And then obviously be realistic. Somebody wants me to give them a Z book, right?
Wow.
What we do is I tweet an I5. All right. Be realistic. All right. We saw some fantastic pitches, to be honest. But it's also good that I note that we're going to do something meet and versus fact, but we're going to skip that for now. I think the conversation has been great, and I'll go down immediately and invite people to do the pitches. So like I said, there are 3 laptops up for grabs. Kagan is going to choose one. The way it works, you do the pitch, he does the scoring, and then he would announce the winner on his own handle when the time comes. Shola is also going to choose one person, and then she's going to announce on her handle. All right, so ensure that you follow every person here, and then I will do one which I'll probably announce as well today. All right, so we have a couple of people. Please get ready. We're going to call you. Just also make some points. I see a lot of people are passionately saying, I'm ready to pitch. I will pitch, but guys, they're the rules. Please always follow our handle. 2 weeks before the live, the forms will open, and then you need to then go and make a pitch online to say, this is why I want the laptop. And there's a lot of process that goes on in the background, because there's a team that tries to sieve through the applications to get out the top, and it's a numbering format. So we see the people who are the top performers, so to speak, and then we get them. Then obviously you then have to join the live and also participate, and then you will call to give your pitch. All right, it's a process we follow for now. It's worked perfectly well. So you may be very passionate, you may be doing great stuff, you may be talking, and you just ran into this by accident, but you need to go through the process so that we can pick you up, because we do a lot of also background checks and all that, because we also don't want to fall victims of people who take the laptop and disappear. So we do some background checks, or sell it, you know what I mean, to be sure that you actually are going to go through the process. Because getting the laptop is one thing. You then get to join the community. You have to take some compulsory courses, and we have to monitor your growth and your progress, right? It's a whole ecosystem, just like
I think Adeshokwe is back under the handle smart_catering_services. He left a comment saying, I'm back here, site is Adeshokwe.
Okay, so let's see. What did you call it, Adeshokwe?
SMOT_catering_services.
SMOT.
Yes, he's in the comments. He just said he's back here.
I hope he's not being smart. SMOT.
I mean, if it's somebody else, we can just kick them off. But
yeah.
But this person is claiming to be Adeshokwe. SMOT_catering_services.
Okay. I love your resilience, by the way.
Maybe data ran out and he needed to borrow somebody's phone. Who knows?
Oh wow, but I can't let me see. Are you requesting to join? Please try that maybe, because I'm not seeing.
Still nothing.
No, I'm not seeing any SMOT.
That's unfortunate.
Really unfortunate, honestly. And what we'll do is
sorry.
El Hardy, I'm trying again one more time. Oof, I'm not seeing anything. It's not. It doesn't seem to be part of it. And Hardy, yeah. So, can you send a request? Send a request. Let's see. Request to join. So let's not keep people waiting.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we have. I think we've gotten about 4 or 5 pitches. Team. I think we did 5. There is Oedeji, I am Sleek, El Hardy, Tradak, Deliverer, right? And then Ademi Mustafa Debowale. Okay, so those guys automatically, El Hardy, what we'll do is that we'll give you what's it called, an olive branch, all right? And then, yeah, we'll give you an olive branch for the next session, so you definitely get to be automatically part of the guys who will make the pitch. All right, because I mean clearly this is
It's not working.
it's not working. Okay, so cool. So again, I'll say that we will the way it goes. All right, Shola and will coordinate this very very well. So here's hoping that Shola and Kagan don't pick the same person because you need to pick two people. All right. So they'll pick two people of the five. We're going to send you what those guys wrote as well. All right. So that you take the time to look through it, so that you can add the words, to what they wrote, and then try to see if you are convinced that they deserve to win. Because this is serious business for us. We want people who are passionate, who really want to do the work, and people who we can help on their merry way, on their digital journey. Okay, so we'll send you that, and then you'll choose. And in less than a week, you'll announce the winners on your handle. Now I have one winner that I will announce, and I'll announce that now. And the reason I'm doing so is because this is really just like a long service award. Every year, and this is our second year, every year we have one person who we pick out who has attended every single session, who has participated in every single session, and who has demonstrated the passion and the willingness to learn. All right. And so it's my pleasure today. We'll also announce it on our handles, to congratulate Kazim Adetona, because he's going to have a brand new laptop as we end 2024, so that he can begin his 2025 tech journey. We know him, we love him, and we're happy. And the whole team congratulates you, Kazim. All right. Thank you so much for your, I don't want to say loyalty, but your consistency. I think that's what it is, over the months and all through 2024. Okay. I would let the griots give a parting shot. And look, honestly, for me, it's been an amazing session, and only Shola and Dr. Kagan could have pulled this off. Shola, I've made you doctor already. Only Dr. Shola and I dubbed the doctor. Only Dr. Shola and Dr. Kagan could have pulled this off. We wanted to ensure that you are getting to 2025 financially savvy, but also having an awareness of what you need to do as far as tech and gadgets and apps are concerned as you begin 2025. And I think we're best positioned to do so today. But I'll let them do parting shots. I'll go with the ladies first, and then I'll hand over to Kagan. Shola, here we go.
All right, well done. I see that a lot of people have waited
Yes,
right from the
yeah,
beginning. Well done. That's very commendable. I'm also very impressed with, some of the pitches. I loved the confidence and all of those things. My parting word is that your personal financial success is your responsibility. I know that, the state of the economy has been quite discouraging. People are blaming the government, blaming everybody, blaming President Clinton, that was president many years ago, blaming Abacha, blaming Jonathan, blaming the president that has not been. But listen, your personal economy is your responsibility. So you're going to have to take all of these things that you have learned and all of the things that you will learn and, take it as your own personal to do. Any other thing you get, either from the government or from anybody, is an additional advantage. It starts from you. So commit to financial literacy, commit to lifelong learning, right? Read books, let your metabolism for knowledge be very high. Be agile. Don't waste your time on things that are unnecessary. And finally, I am running a challenge from the 2nd to the 31st of January 2025. If you go on my page, it's there. I'm going to be giving daily prompts, videos, resources that would help people jumpstart their financial lives in 2025. It is not free, but it is less than what you spend on shawarma on a daily basis, right? Jump on that challenge. Would go live on the 2nd, and it's going to be one of the best things that will happen to you in 2025. A lot of people want me to coach them one-on-one. You can't afford it, but this is like a low-hanging fruit to get you started on a turbo speed for 2024, 2025. So jump on the challenge, use the link in my bio, just send a DM straight away, and a team member will get you going. And yes, I wish you all of the best. Next time we have a session like this, you're gonna come smiling and just happy because your financial life would have gone many notches higher. Love you, and I'm rooting for you. Thank you.
Dr. Kagan, thanks a lot, Shola.
Okay, just wanted to add on top of what she just said, please don't eat shawarma every day. It's very unhealthy. I love foods, but as a fitness enthusiast, it's important to eat healthy food. So maybe take that shawarma money and actually register for a coaching. That said, today has been fun. And if I'm going to leave you with one parting advice, it would be to continue to be responsible with your money. Tech can help you achieve a lot of great things. You can make a lot of money in technology. You don't have to be a specific person in tech or in a specific field in tech to make money with tech. You don't have to learn how to code to make money in tech. You don't have to learn AI development or anything like that to make money in tech because that is what is kind of draining right now. But of all the advices that I always give, and I think this is fitting because it's the end of the year, this is the most important one that I will ever give you. And I will always say it is the most important one because it is. Make sure that you build a life outside of social media that you can be proud of. Make sure that you have a real life that you can be proud of. Make sure that if all of this goes away someday, you can still be somebody that is responsible and a good and reasonable part of society beyond Instagram followers or TikTok followers and dancing on TikTok and having fun. We all want to have fun, but make sure you build a life that you're proud of. You're welcome.
Thank you so much, and what a night. Thank you all.
Sorry,
Okay.
Ima. I think there's a tech with T. Maybe you were supposed to pitch.
Yeah.
He's been dropping comments like, guy,
Yeah.
talk to the admin. I'm sure they would sort you out or something.
No, no, no.
Or
It's,
stop dropping those comments.
okay.
Yeah.
Tech with I don't know. We tried, but Tech with couldn't come up. It says he couldn't add. But send us a message. I mean, anything. Let's know. The guy who won the Home Alone challenge as well. Please send us a message so that we can give you one more data. For every person who we've asked, who we've picked, we will definitely send you a message. And also do send us a message if indeed you're not getting it, and we'll reach out to you. I want to thank you all for staying so long and for burning your data on our behalf and joining this Yuletide edition. Congratulations to the winners and the new inductees who will join us on this journey and join this ecosystem. Keep following us on social media and get updates. Let's keep building Africa's digital future, one laptop at a time, one person at a time, one dream at a time. Guys, just don't throw and hope, please. Aim and fire. Let's be intentional in 2025. Thanks a lot, Kagan. I really do appreciate it, bro. We'll keep in
Good to
touch.
see you.
Guys,
Yes.
take care.
Bye.
Bye. Good night.